You know what I'm saying? Mm. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Tight movement. It feels good. You should be feeling a little something. You gotta get that whirlwind going. Whatever you gotta do. And it's always good to throw in a kick, but I don't want you kicking if you're not balanced. And I don't want you falling. Just exercising, just warming up the body. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, them boobs are still big. I'm alright with my boobs. I'm just trying to get these abs into shape, and then the rest, I'm good with it. As long as I was just below that 200 pounds, I could not believe it. I still am in horror to just know that I had let myself get that big. But I didn't know. I really just was not paying attention to my weight like that. And I wasn't looking in the mirror, you know. So here we are now, weighing less with that affirm bill paid. Hey, don't that get you a good step, happy steps when the bills is paid on time? Mm-mm, mm-mm. And then you get that sandwich that's on sale, but that's all you eating. You can call it one meal a day if you like. I don't do snacks though. I'm sorry about the shirt thing, but I just take you along with me. So I don't dress up necessarily for you guys, not unless you want me to, but I don't think you want me to, because you ain't said nothing, so we good to go. We are very comfortable. We've earned our status. We've lived life. We've done fairly well, actually, given the circumstances. And so it's okay to be relaxed. It's okay to do what's best for you. And more people should do that. All right, guys, we're going to start winding down. And I was on one of the websites where I'm supposed to be doing coaching, where we're not supposed to just be winging it. We're supposed to be doing some research and giving you guys what it is that you want to see. That's what I'm supposed to be doing, giving to you. But anyway, when I was on there, I had mentioned about a video on menopause. And I have to tell you, the reason my menopause went so smoothly is because of fasting and the way that I was eating and the vitamins, the supplements and stuff. Like I said, I don't eat much. So I didn't have a lot of interaction with my body, with the food and the hormones and all that. I didn't have that going on. I just sometimes had the one meal a day or I was fasting. Some of it was by choice. Some of it was just circumstances because I am a picky eater and I could not find anything that I wanted to eat. I was getting to the point where I would take a bite of something or spit it out, but I would do it because I knew I need nourishment. I knew I had to eat something, but I just did not like the food. I didn't like the flavor. I didn't like the taste. And when you're used to doing your own cooking, you can taste when there's something in there extra that you normally don't eat. So I was having a difficult time finding stuff that, that I would eat because I wasn't a fast food kind of person. So with my menopause, I went through that smoothly. I had no issues with menopause. Occasionally I would get a little bit hot, but that's for me being dressed, sometimes overdressed. Because just from as a child, you know how you always had your gloves, your hat on, and your scarf. Sometimes you had shorts on with that, but that's how you kept yourself warm so you didn't get sick. And I always like to cool in the house, so I really didn't have the menopause issues that a lot of women go through. But for sure, the tips is that you need to exercise, keep hydrated, keep your fluids, keep your waters. Pick a supplement that works best for you. Now, I had a click, you get the little news clicks that come up, and it was saying, be careful of certain supplements and stuff. These type of supplements is like your B12 vitamins, that B12 injection. Those type of vitamins. I'm not talking about any of that other stuff. So, like a calcium, multivitamin, for women. That type of stuff helps when you're going through the menopause. Now, if it's too bad and you find yourself after 7 days of fasting or doing the 1 meal a day that you still having some issues, then you want to, of course, always go to your medical profession and get your labs, get all that, your numbers, and know where you are. Then you can make a better decision of what's best for you if you should be doing fasting. So for me, all through all the illnesses and stuff, I've always had my labs. That's how we were able to determine what was going on with me, was by my labs. So as I started to age, my favorite doctor was saying, some people take birth control pill to help with the menopause issue. So you have to have that discussion with your doctor as to what's best for you. For me, I was like, okay, when I get there, when I feel like that, then perhaps I'll take a look at it. I never felt like that. And like I said, with me always being active, taking the supplements, I fared very well when it came to that, even with my stress and just keeping peace, having peace. And what really keeps me in peace, as I've said before, is just handling business. When you take care of things and you don't leave it lingering, you're at peace. But this is the thing, it doesn't mean that things are going to go smooth. It doesn't mean that people are going to help you. I mean, you've seen how a lot of those situations turned out for me. They didn't. They did not help. They gave me a lot of runaround. They lied. Just the drama that a lot of people now, more people are experiencing. But it's a very unfortunate scenario to have to experience, because it doesn't have to be that bad. It doesn't have to be that way. But some people, even in themselves, are not at peace, and they take it out on you. You haven't done anything. But a lot of people are not in a good space, and instead they take it out on other people, especially the vulnerable ones, the elderly, the disabled, and even children, pets. Some people are just like that. Instead of working on themselves and improving and knowing, admitting that they have issues and a problem, instead they're busy taking it out on others. So such is life. But with that said, there's a lot of good people out there. There's a lot of good people that you'll come across that will even say, girl, that was wrong what they did. You talk about it, you feel better, and then you move on. So it's best to have a couple of plans. I know some people say they only had that one plan and they focused on that. Well, you have where you want to get to. You have your goal. How you get there, you may have to, stop for a minute, take a break, but you still keep proceeding and moving forward. Or you may have to hear what somebody else got to say and then, take heed to that and accept whatever help that they're giving you, and you keep moving forward. But you got to have a goal, you got to have a plan, and you got to know what it is that you want, what it is that you're doing. You're making a conscious effort towards something. If that conscious effort is toward better health, then that's what you do. You focusing on that better health. At least that's what I'm doing. So I try to share what it is that gives me the peace, because that's the only questions that I really get is about my fasting, about how I keep peace and the stress levels and everything. So that's why I talk about that a lot. If not, I probably will be talking about some of the foods and stuff that I want to try here in California. But the gas and traveling and trying to get to it, just to get to that food, just to taste it. And then it's no guarantee that it's going to taste good. You know what I'm saying? So I sometimes a little hesitant to, and I look at the reviews, but I know how I like something. So somebody else may be, ooh, it's too spicy. I don't like spicy. I like spicy. Then I'm thinking, ooh, I want to go there. But I went to places where people overspice stuff, where it's too spicy and it doesn't really have flavor to it. Then I kind of like, damn, you know, so, but some of that stuff you can take home and doctor up. But if I got to doctor it up and stuff, I'm not sure that I want to make that drive to go get it, because like I said, it's the experience that I want to have. I want to taste somebody else's good cooking. So we'll see. But yeah, if you got any questions, suggestions, or anything that you want to see while we're out here in California, if not, you know, I'm always just doing me. And if I get the questions and comments and stuff, then I will certainly address them and give you updates. Just like with the attorney for the vehicle thing, I haven't called around since the last time that I spoke to that one attorney. And I've just, like I said, been focusing on paying off that debt, which I did, and getting some other errands and stuff taken care of, going through those papers, sorting through all those papers that I had, and debating if I want to get a smaller unit for my storage. So that's what I've been up to. Nothing too spectacular. Just staying busy, staying focused, staying on my routine, my schedule of what I've set for myself. So I hope that all this jibber jabber is helping someone. I hope that at least it gives you some insight on how I keep my peace, how I lost my weight. All this is intentional. All this is something that when I wake up in the morning and I give my grace and that gratitude. I'm talking about these things. I'm focusing on these things. This is where my mind and my passion is. And I'm sharing it with you because even if it's one person that responds or I get that thumbs up, I know that you hear it and I know that's what you're wanting. And if you want something more or less or whatever, then, you know, just let me know and we'll take it from there. But like I said, I'm always doing me. Just what I do is nothing chaos or chaotic about it. I'm not that kind of person. I like having fun, but I'm not doing much for, you know, there ain't much going on. Just exercising, getting my weight, getting those abs where I want them to be, you know. So just doing me. And I'm glad to have y'all along so we can do it together and have some fun, talk about some things. You tell me what you're doing in your state and place. And it's a lot of fun here. I'm happy. And I like that. I like that state of having everything and organized. That's really nice. So when you're ready to go to it, you need whatever it is, you know where it's at. So if you're not organized, that helps too with keeping your peace. All right, guys. I have stretched this body as much as it can be stretched. So we're gonna go ahead and take a break for a minute. And I'm going to put you on pause.